Is software engineering finally dead? Now, I received this question a lot more in recent times as opposed to beforehand, obviously because of all the AI advancements, cloud code, and all this stuff. What I wanted to do is make a quick little video addressing the software engineering market as a whole and really my thoughts on it, having over a decade of experience, both as an employee as well as the employer. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Bago. Like many of you, I started off as a junior developer. I was on a robotics team. From then on, I did summer, you can call it a research opportunity at UCLA. From then, I did an internship at NASA, and I ended my professional 9-to-5 career as a software engineering manager, making $250,000 a year. November 30th, 2022, when ChatGPT came out, I made the decision that I'm going to quit my 9-to-5 and I'm going to pursue essentially AI and in particular, building my own business. And that's when AB Analytics was born, a B2B AI consulting firm based in LA. Fast forward to today, I've seen the market both as an employee as well as an employer. And keep in mind, I have worked with AI on a very close enough level to really understand the concept of, okay, have we truly been replaced? Now, the short answer, it's not as simple as maybe you would want it to be. I can't give you a straight yes or a straight no, because it's a little more complicated than that. Programming, as we know it, is for sure dead. AI can do what we do, be it boilerplate code or whatever the case, way faster than us, way better than us. And whereas before you could argue it makes mistakes, now it's pretty robust. And even non-technical founders, I see it in my day-to-day life as well, they're trying that hand at building applications on websites using cloud code or Lovable or other things of that nature. So programming is dead. But software engineering, obviously, is a lot more than simply just programming. I always say a good software engineer is a good programmer, but a good programmer is not necessarily a good software engineer. So with that being said, software engineering as a whole is not dead. In fact, it's far from it. I would even argue that software engineering as a whole has gotten better. I know you might be wondering, what the hell is this guy talking about? The job market has gotten worse. We have so many people not being able to land jobs, blah, blah, blah. And yes, junior market has definitely gotten worse. Even for the seniors, they're having a harder time getting, applying and actually getting accepted to jobs. But the opportunity lies outside of the 9-to-5 environment. The opportunity lies more so in the business world. In particular, there has been a very interesting thing with coding becoming commoditized. Because programmers have slowly become essentially replaced, now the world more than ever needs proper software engineers who not necessarily know how to code, but rather know how to fundamentally connect the non-technical side of things to the technical side of things. And I've seen this with my own firm. Myself as a software engineer, the reason I was not replaced, even though I do rarely code nowadays, AI does pretty much all the fulfillment work for us, my main value comes from connecting the technical to the non-technical and being able to explain concepts, being able to provide solutions to non-technical people as a technical person myself. Nobody else is going to be able to do this. Hence, when I say software engineering has not actually been replaced. Now, the regular Fiverr developers or the programmers who you're just going to go and say, build me an application or a web app, sure, those guys have most definitely become replaced. Cloud code can do that better than 90% of the talent out there. Same thing with Lovable, same thing with a lot of the other AI tools. You don't necessarily need the same level of knowledge and detail as you used to in the past to be able to build a full stack application, launch it. AI can now do it for you. And like I said before, I've seen this firsthand. A lot of my previous clients have tried their hand at a lot of the things that they're asking us to take on. Be it building something out, let's say custom CRM using Replit or something like that. One of our clients spent about $5,000 on Replit building a custom CRM because they were so tired of the industry CRM that was available to them. So you have such examples like this. But the main focus, like I said, that I want to focus on this video is differentiating between programmers and software engineers and really explaining that if you're a software engineer watching this, the biggest opportunity that you're going to have isn't necessarily pursuing another 9-to-5 job. Now, for some of you watching, maybe 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000, 1 in a million, I don't know, you might find a better opportunity in a particular niche within the 9-to-5 market. But for the most part, to prevent yourself from becoming replaced and to prevent yourself from essentially becoming useless and redundant in this new age, you're going to have to tailor your skills towards a new market. So it's not necessarily that you've gotten replaced, it's just that you have to tailor your skills towards a new section. It's a new path that you have yet to cross, it's a new path that you have yet to traverse, but that path most definitely exists. It's a very wide path, it's a very safe path, I would even add, because entrepreneurship, especially in recent times, I would say is less risky than a 9-to-5 path, and there's a lot more opportunity than ever before. Pretty much any software engineer watching this, especially if you have at least a few years of experience under your belt, you understand what a 9-to-5 life offers you, you've done work for people, you've been met with deadlines, with stand-ups and all these things, you are pretty much ready to jump into the entrepreneurship world and tailor your actual skills towards a B2B market, okay? So that's where the real golden era now has become. So no, software engineering has not been replaced. Software engineering is not dead. It has simply moved on to a new place. It has adapted, just like how everybody adapts, industries adapt. Same thing with software engineering. It adapted more so from a 9-to-5 golden age, or back in the days, 6-figure remote positions, to now more tailored towards entrepreneurship and helping businesses connect the non-technical to the technical. Obviously, this is a little bit generalized. You can take this through the lens of AI agencies, software development agencies, or something very niche in particular, but the concept stays the same. There's a bunch of non-technical people out there in the world. We have some of the biggest advancements in technology happening in real time, and even us as technical people are having a hard time keeping up. Imagine the regular non-technical person, how difficult of a time they're having. So your new job now isn't to join a big FANG company or a Fortune 500 company and make a 6-figure salary and then get equity and then retire at 65. Your new job is to figure out, how do I connect the technical to the non-technical and provide that value to the non-technical person in as fast a manner with as little friction as possible. And if you can figure that out, which in my humble opinion is going to take you less time than prepping for all the lead code interviews that you were going to do for your FANG positions, then you will realize that, in fact, software engineering is not dead. It is very much alive, and I would say it is even more lucrative than it used to be 10 to 15 years ago, where people say it was the golden age of software engineering. Now, if you want more specific information, how to actually go about this, I'm actually holding a live masterclass, link in the description below, where I'm going to be discussing how to properly use AI as a software engineer to your advantage to be able to do this in real time. Keep in mind, we were one of the first firms in all of Los Angeles, I would say in Southern California even, that capitalized on this opportunity. So when it comes to using AI as a developer, I have seen firsthand what works, not only for myself, but for hundreds of other students that I have personally mentored. Now, if you already think that you know how to utilize AI and you want to just get into the nitty-gritty details, you can apply for Code to CEO, or a private startup accelerator dedicated to software engineers wanting to transition out of the 9-to-5 and building their own business. If you think you're a good fit, go ahead and send your application. It's going to take no more than 5 minutes. And if you're accepted, you'll hop on a call with me personally, and we will discuss further details. Worst case scenario, you will at least get a little bit of knowledge directly tied to your situation at hand. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and have a good rest, a good day.